life as we know it. In today's AI-powered world, data is everywhere. At the heart of every AI application is data. That's where NAND storage comes in. From data centers to edge devices like AI PCs, phones, glasses, and smart vehicles, AI runs on data, and data depends on NAND. And at the core of every NAND storage solution is Silicon Motion's controllers. Silicon Motion delivers high performance, low power, data secure, reliable, high capacity, and secure NAND flash controllers, powering storage across the full AI spectrum, from cloud data centers to the intelligent edge. Your AI life powered by Silicon Motion.
Hello. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Alex Chou. First, kudos to our SMI PR team. Very good, nice video. So I don't need to explain the title, the topic we want to discuss. Today, we talk about smart storage. I just try to borrow the suitcase from Jeremy. He don't allow me. So I try to explain our company. We are specialized on making controller, right? Controller, we will support the best NAND, TLC, QLC, right? All different customer for different market segment we will support, right? So today I will not have suitcase, hopefully not disappoint you. First, I need to show this page before I start. Now, I don't know have you interest enough to look at ChatGPT to find out for human being in our brain what will be the equivalent digital storage you have, right? If you look at this chart, you can see human being, if you believe in Darwin's evolution theories, they are keep improving, right? The brain keep bigger, more people getting more beautiful, handsome. You have, of course, you have Einstein, right? But look at the very right-hand side, right? In order, right, to become, right, push the AI to the very edge for human being, you need to have a 100 terabyte to 1,000 terabyte. So today, very close. If you look at the chart, you see Solidigm already introduced their first more than 100 terabyte SSD. Now, not enough. You need to have a low latency, low power, all kinds of things. So we will talk about that more. Okay? Now, my dream, right, standing here, I think I'm comfortable. But if you look at this chart, you will see the difference, right? Never be handsome enough, ugly, but my wife say I'm sexy, right? But I'm Taiwan, I have a strong Taiwan accent, right? But I want to see if the AI can go to edge, right? One day I can wear a mobile device, a glass, and then I just wish, right, I can speak fluent English here, but when I stand at Japan, I can speak fluent English, just come out from my mouth. Of course, that will need AI, very good computing, and the smart storage. Now, let's go to next. How the thing driving to edge. If you look at this year, early this year, January, DeepSeek introduced their first chatbot on, early this year, right? So you look at the chart, that announcement triggered sale of NVIDIA stock, but of course it bounced back now. But the key factor is this announcement, this new chatbot really drive the cost, modeling cost down. That actually accelerate, right, the edge AI adoption. You can see all the things will go from core to edge. Now, Jeremy already walked through with all the 4 famous steps. I will not repeat. But I want to show you what's the difference. If you look at this chart, right, you have a 4 important steps. One is ingest. If you look at ingest, If you look at ingest, right, there's a core and the edge. On the edge side, there are many IoT devices. You need to take care of the data, even no preparation. Go through the training, live training, immediately, right? You need to process all this immediately. Great, we have the compute power, but if you look at the second stage, preparation, many data, third stage, training. Training really important, right? You want to finish the training, right? Every cycle, right? You want to free up, right? All the GPU, CPU utilization so you can do more. But also, you heard all the checkpoint, right? Restore all the thing already. That require high density SSD, right? Different requirement, different performance level, different latency. On the right-hand side, edge, you have the training. The training pretty much, many, perhaps more live situation you need to deal with. Now, the last one is inference. So inference, right? Jeremy talked about inference. This morning, we just have a meeting with Gartner. Gartner say inference is all the storage requirements are increased like crazy, right? But let me stop to look at how this means. If you look at these two different core or edge, right? Everything needs storage. So in the training, you need very high performance, right? The high IOP per watt kind of storage. At the meantime, on the edge, right, there are many also, you have a high capacity for training, right? But on the inference, the warm data is critical. You need to store all the things there. So in our view, right, this is where we are. Now, let's talk about smart storage, how we tier it. If you look at the traditional, you see the memory, Jeremy announced that. Then you have this so-called traditional compute or enterprise storage. Of course, there are a bunch of HDD, many HDD capacity there. With the explain on the 4 pipeline in previous page, indeed, there are two kind of things that storage we need to address, right? One is on the bottom, capacity per watt, right? You will want to have an ultra high capacity solution. But on the top, you heard about storage next, GPU direct, all this is also critical. Okay? So what SMI, we are heavily invest to making all the IC to support all different application market across all the spectrum. So you can see here near GPU, right? You see warm data, HDD, nearline, SSD, all this. Nelson will talk about on the client side more later. Okay, now for me, I'm focused on AI data center. I will introduce you what good stuff we have. First, if you look at the trend, right? Jeremy talked about Gen 6, but this is from forward inside. Today, 2025, we are about 20%. In the coming next year, probably 40, it will increase to 60%, right? In 2027, 2028. Very critical. Of course, Gen 6 is coming, right? So if you look at this chart, this pretty much defines what SMI want to do. If you look at here, this page shows you our Gen 5 investment. Look at on the top portion, right? We are doing 3 devices, all pin-to-pin compatible. If you look at the circle, this means any given customer, if you are interested, you have a specific segment, you can jump in with one design. All our design are firmware compatible, pin, you can drop in if you design properly. Even one design, you can support all kinds of different flavor. Okay, so you look at dual port, we have single port, A channel. I want to specifically point out A channel. SM8380A fit inference very well, right? We talk about how inference, how many data will be there, right? That is critical. So Gartner say this year for training and the inference, now the capacity about equal. In year 2028, the trend inference storage will be 2x of the training. So you can see we are making right device to support this new market trend. On the bottom, please come to see our booth. We also have a boot drive there, right, with Gen 5, ultra low power, 6 nanometer. Okay? Next page, I'd like to show you, introduce our first Gen 6 product. If you look at this, we are using TSMC 4 nanometer. Very important. First, we want to saturate Gen6 pipeline, right? No matter sequential read, write, all the, we like to have the best performance, but keep the low power. This device will also up to 512 terabyte, right? With all the needed things, include all the different standard NVMe, OCP. Security, very important, right? We have a Calyptra 2, the latest Calyptra. We have all these different support we need to have. Now, of course, right, high density, different NAND companies have their own interface chip. This device also geared up to support different interface, right, from different specific NAND vendor. Next page, I want to show you one very important thing here, error correction. SMI have been leading the evolution. We introduced 4K in 2017. Last year here, we introduced our first 16K. But look at the bottom. Now we implement all this effort into our first Gen6 device, right? This is aimed for take care of all the NAND, the different other, right, be able to support high density QLC. All right? So with this, I want to go back to fundamental. Gary last year present, right, our key element SMI being achieved. First, high density. So I kind of mentioned about we have this 122 terabyte SSD already, right? Our next generation, we support higher and higher, getting close to 1,000 terabyte, which human being brain have. Now, of course, LDPC, very critical to achieve this. Of course, data efficiency. We talk about performance shaping, right? This would be critical to lower the latency, which is critical for edge, of course, some of the core as well. But if you come to our booth, right, we have live demo. If you look at the very important benchmark, MLPerf, indeed, we will show you, right, with this benchmark compared to very popular SSD shipping on the market, we are 1.4x better on Cosmos Flow, 2.x better on ResNet 50, right? So those are what we did. Data security, of course, very important. So I kind of read through the slide to show you what 8466 can do, right? I will not repeat. Then, right, power efficiency. It's 4 nanometer, very expensive mask. Why we pick it, right? Because very critical. Every watt count. We need to drive the power lower and lower. All right? So very quick, I want to run through the one I mentioned about Cosmos. You can see the comparison chart with different company, right? And then this next page, this is the things we kind of repeat here, very critical. Today, with QLC FDP, you take care of the WAF, but you did not take care of the latency. You look at the write I/O, read I/O latency, right? No SMI, no silicon motion, performance shaping, you will be able to do about 60%, right? When we turn it on, it becomes 90-some%. How critical is this? Okay, so next, I want to invite you to our booth 315. We will show you 128 terabyte live on DPU-based platform. We also demo on all-in-one server, right? All this we will show you with very good performance. So I will hand this to Nelson. Okay.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nelson Duann. I have been with Silicon Motion and grow with this industry. So today, for the following my talk, I want you to throw out the data center, throw out the enterprise. That's too many. So we need to dive into how the AI gonna to impact the edge storage. All right, the Alex's presentation is fantastic. So now, as the AI rapidly expand beyond the data center, let's turn our attention to the edge. I'm excited to share the Silicon Motion's vision and the strategy for the storage in the AI era. All right. So I believe a lot of people see this picture diagram before. When the AI burst onto the scenes around 2012, so we began to referring this kind of the AI as a perception AI. So it wasn't just about crunching the data. It was about giving the machine the ability to see, to hear, to sense the world around them. So OpenAI release of the ChatGPT in the 2022 stunned the world. Actually, heralded the dawn of the generative AI era. Since then, language model has proliferated and propelling the AI wave rapidly toward to the agentic AI. Today, we stand on the threshold between the generative AI and the agentic AI in reflection point that bring the AI from the data center into a multitude of the edge devices. And then from the notebook, PC, wearable, smartphone, automotive, home entertainment system, even the networking equipment, and even the drone. So echoing Jason's vision and the prediction, storage is no longer just holding the data. It has becoming an integral part of the AI nervous system. So I want to explore the edge devices that touch your daily life, and then examine how they transform and they evolved in the age of the AI. So this picture actually gonna to cover all my talk today. So let's start with the device we have lived with the longest from our PC and the laptop. They have been like an extra brain, and one that receiving the information in a very singular way. Then because of their size and the weight, they couldn't be with us every moment, right? Then come with the smartphone. Compact, portable, armed with a very powerful new data point, which is a location. So that sense of the surrounding unlock the possibility of the many new applications that we never imagined. The advance of the self-driving car marked yet another leap in the perception. So mount on the wheel, this system actually extend their reach across the vast distance, and the imperative of the safety demands the ability to anticipate and to predict what's the next. Humanoid robots, the cutting edge of the robotics, require far more than advanced connection and learning, right? So designed for to live and work alongside with us. So they must adhere to the highest safety standard and move effortlessly in every direction. So such a system demands a storage solution that delivers swift response, generous capacity, and a low power consumption. That's very important. What does that look like? Let's take a closer look. So we have talked about incredible promise of the physical AI. But to get there, we have to talk about what's power it. The nervous system of the AI is the data. And then the heart of the nervous system is the storage. It's no longer just a passive container for the files. In the world of the edge AI, storage is a living, breathing component that must be intelligent, fast, and secure. Here are the 4 essential needs for the storage, and that's the Silicon Motion's edge controller. We follow this kind of the 4 rules. The first one is the performance and the efficiency. The ultimate performance metrics for the edge AI isn't just the speed. Actually, it's about to minimize the weight. The weight, you couldn't be too long. In this kind of new world, a millisecond of the latency could be the difference between a successful action and a failure action. So the second is the low power consumption. That's very important for the edge AI. So in the world of billions of the connected devices, power isn't just the cost. Actually, it's a constraint. The most brilliant AI is useless if the battery dies halfway through its mission. So the third one is the trust and the data security. With the AI moving out of the cloud into our home, into our car, even into a factory, the data it handles is more personal and more critical than ever before. So you must build trust into every fabric, our hardware. So the last but not the least, the cross-platform capability. We are entering an age that many diversity in the hardware, right? So from the ARM CPU to the RISC-V, from the CPU to the GPU, the architecture of the future is not monolithic anymore. Our storage solution must be a universal translator. So how are we going to deal with that? So our technology echoes those 4 essential for the edge AI. Silicon Motion is the market-leading provider for the controller, especially in the client SSD side. This position is built on the foundation of the shipping over 800 million units, secured more than 35% of the market share. Our controllers are integral into the performance, reliability of the PC and the other client devices worldwide. Our technology actually extends beyond just the PC and the consumer devices. Our controller is also used in the various industrial applications, showing the robustness and the adaptability to our solution for the demanding environment. So our success is deeply rooted in our strong relationship across the entire industry. We partner with a wide range of the company, from the major name vendor who is producing the memory chip to the module maker who build our entire solution together. So the collaborative approach ensures our controllers are compatible with the latest NAND technology and meet the evolving needs of the market. So I'd like to introduce you that we have developed the 2508 controller. This is so far the most widely adopted PCIe Gen5 client SSD controller to meet the exact need. This 2508 isn't just a component. Actually, it is a foundation for the future of the edge AI. The 2508 delivers 14.9 GB per second throughput to saturate the PCIe Gen5 4-lane interface with a remarkable 2.5 million IOPS. So that's the kind of the speed that enables the real-time decision for the edge AI platform. But the speed is only half of the story. The most brilliant AI is useless if its battery dies halfway, right? So the 2508 is built on the TSMC 6nm EUV process, resulting in ultra-low power consumption. It operates at less than the 7 watt, even the 2 terabyte NAND over there. So achieving a power efficiency of the 2.4 gigabyte per watt. That's very important metrics. So this extends the battery life for all kinds of edge devices. The 2508 features the NAND extend technology the Alex just presented, so I don't want to repeat over there. So we jump to the security. Security is fundamental. Our controller actually includes a feature like a secure boot, AES, TCG OPPO to protect the data at the edge. At the Silicon Motion, we are not just the observer of the physical AI revolution. Actually, we are enabled, and the 2508 is ready for the future and is ready to help you build it. This is, we just talked about the 2508. Actually, this is a look at what's next from the Silicon Motion. We are not just offering a flagship. Actually, we build up a family of the controller to meet the diverse need of the market. So for the mainstream market, we have the 2504 XT. This controller actually utilizes 4 channels, and each channel can achieve 3600 MTPS. And this also supports most important SCA technology. And the 2504 XT right now is available. So our high-end solution, 2524, is coming in the 26. And it is designed for the high-performance application with a speed over the 14 gigabyte per second and achieve the 2.5 million IOPS. The controller uses also 4 channels, but each channel we bump up to the 4800 Mbps, also supporting the SCA technology. All right, so we have talked about the leadership in the SSD controller, but our innovation and the market leadership extend far beyond that. So into the AV devices we hold in our hand every day. So at the Silicon Motion, we are the market-leading controller maker for the mobile phone and the wearable storage solutions. This is a market defined by the insatiable demand for the speed, efficient, and seamless user experience. So our solution has been adopted by the top 10 Android phone OEMs. So we are a significant player in the market with over more than 20% of the market shares. We offer a comprehensive portfolio of the embedded solution to unlock AI at the edge. Our technology support wide range of the standard, and from the EMC 5.1 to the latest UFS standard 5.0. So I'd like to introduce in this event our two new chips coming up. For the 2755, our second generation UFS 0.1 controller deliver exceptional performance. It will also offer the 1.56 times of the power efficiency compared to its previous generation. It features a two-channel design, and each channel can run up to the 3600 Mbps, and it's ready to release in the 26. Our controller incorporates the intelligence algorithm to accelerate the AI at the edge. The 2755 achieved over 750K IOPS, and the 2758, our first UFS 5 controller, will deliver 1.4 million IOPS, which is a 4-channel design, and each channel can bump up to the 4800 Mbps. The 2758 will also support SCA technology, and is on track for the 27. At the Silicon Motion, we are not just enable the next generation mobile phone, mobile devices. We are defining, and we are building the embedded solution that will unlock and the full potential of the AI at the edge. So we have talked about a PC, notebook, mobile phone. Actually, there are more over there. So the next frontier is a world where the AI doesn't just live on the screen. It lives and moves with us. I'm talking about the mobility and the spatial age. The mobility, meaning that is automotive. Spatial age, that including a lot of things. One of the things is very important is a humanoid robot. This is where AI truly understands and interact with the physical world. Like automotive, today's vehicle is a data center on the wheel, right? And the UAV, actually for the drone, every grain matters, every second matters. And the humanoid robot actually demands storage that support both cognitive processing and motion control. So that needs high IOPS, low latency, and robust performance to handle sensor fusion, AI interface, and the real-time action. So all these devices, car, drone, robot, actually, they are not isolated in the future world. They are part of the vast interconnected network. Our solution provides the speed and the reliability needed for the networking infrastructure that support the entire age of the AI system. All right, so over here, I'd like to introduce our new automotive-grade controller 2514. This is a leading edge of the PCIe Gen6 controller for the automotive. So this feature dual port, provide redundancy, and ensure continuous data availability, which is essential for the safe critical system. So it is built for the most extreme condition operating in the temperature from the -40 to the +150 degrees C. So in addition to it, it also supports SR-LOV with up to the 32 virtual function, and enable the efficient share of the single SSD among the multiple virtual machines within the car's central compute system. So this is critical for the modern software-defined vehicle. So beyond the controller, our family, Ferri family, offer a full integrated solution for the space-constrained system. For example, like Ferri SSD BGA, Ferri EMC, and the Ferri UFS are designed for the automotive-grade endurance and can operate in a very extreme temperature. So this makes them ideal for the in-vehicle infotainment system, ADAS, and the other demanding automotive application. From the automotive age to the spatial age of the humanoid robots, our solution, Ferri family, provides performance, security, and the reliability needed for this future become the reality. So I'd like to show you a picture. We are proud to show that we are the world first to achieve the ASPICE CL3 for the SSD solution. This is a testament for our continuous improvement on our unwavering commitment for the quality. All right, so our ambition just doesn't stop there. We believe in the pushing ourselves beyond the excellence is very important. So over here, I'd like to introduce our so-called SMI Safe Edge platform. This is our holistic framework designed to meet and exceed the most stringent automotive industry requirement. At the Silicon Motion, our commitment to quality, safety, and the security is not just a checkbox. Actually, it's a promise. We are reached a major milestone, but our journey is far from over. With the SMI Safe Edge platform, we are ready to build the future of the Edge AI with you. So thank you for all joining me today, and I hope that you can also visit our booth, which is 315, and you can scan the QR code to understand more our product lineup. And the last one is let's go there and go together and make it happen. Thank you very much.